Summary of Pantry on the Homestead by Katherine Umbarger. Katherine Umbarger's Pantry on the Homestead is an essential guide for anyone passionate about homesteading, self-sufficiency, and creating a well-stocked, efficient pantry. Drawing on her years of experience as a homesteader, Umbarger offers practical advice, step-by-step instructions, and inspiration to help readers embrace a sustainable lifestyle. The book blends traditional knowledge with modern techniques, making it accessible to a wide range of readers, from seasoned homesteaders to beginners dreaming of a more self-reliant way of life. Core themes: the book centers around the importance of food preservation, sustainable living, and the joys of building a pantry that reflects the fruits of your labor. Umbarger combines her personal anecdotes with a wealth of knowledge, creating a resource that is as relatable as it is informative. Key themes include self-reliance and sustainability, emphasizing the benefits of reducing dependence on store-bought goods, exploring ways to make the most of homegrown and locally sourced ingredients, food preservation techniques, detailed instructions on canning, fermenting, dehydrating, freezing, and other preservation methods. Focus on maintaining flavor, nutrition, and safety. The role of the pantry in homesteading, how a well-stocked pantry is the heart of a thriving homestead. Strategies for planning, organizing, and rotating pantry stock. Structure and content. The book is organized into logical sections, guiding readers from the basics of setting up a pantry to mastering advanced preservation techniques. Each chapter includes detailed explanations, helpful tips, and practical examples. Part 1. Building the Foundation. The opening section introduces readers to the philosophy of homesteading and the critical role of the pantry in a self-sufficient lifestyle. Umbarger discusses why a pantry matters, the historical importance of pantries in rural and self-sustaining households, how modern homesteaders can adapt this tradition to their needs. Planning your pantry. Assessing space, resources, and dietary needs. Creating a realistic plan tailored to the size of your household and your homesteading goals. Essential tools and equipment. Must-have items for food preservation, including canning jars, vacuum sealers, dehydrators, and fermentation crocks. Tips for sourcing affordable and sustainable tools. Part 2. Growing and Harvesting. Umbarger dedicates this section to growing, harvesting, and sourcing ingredients for your pantry. She provides advice on gardening for the pantry, selecting crops that are ideal for preservation, such as tomatoes, beans, and root vegetables. Techniques for maximizing yields and extending the growing season. Foraging and hunting. Ethical and practical tips for sourcing wild food, including berries, nuts, and game. How forage items can diversify and enrich your pantry. Working with livestock, raising chickens, goats, or cows for eggs, milk, and meat. Preserving animal products like cheese, butter, and jerky. Part 3. Preservation Techniques. This section is the heart of the book, where Umbarger dives deeply into food preservation methods. Each chapter provides canning, step-by-step instructions for water bath and pressure canning, recipes for jams, pickles, soups, and sauces, with a focus on safety and efficiency. Fermentation. Techniques for fermenting vegetables, dairy, and grains. Recipes for sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, and sourdough starters. Dehydration. Tips for drying fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Ideas for making portable snacks like fruit leathers and trail mixes. Freezing and vacuum sealing. Best practices for freezing produce, meats, and prepared meals. How vacuum sealing extends shelf life and preserves flavor. Root cellaring. Instructions for storing root vegetables, apples, and winter squash in a cool, dry environment. Insights into designing and maintaining a root cellar. Part 4. Organizing and utilizing your pantry. Once the pantry is stocked, Umbarger provides strategies for organization, inventory management, and meal planning. Organizing your pantry. Tips for categorizing and labeling preserved goods. How to create an efficient system for easy access and minimal waste. Meal planning with preserved foods, creative recipes and tips for incorporating pantry staples into everyday meals. How to adapt recipes based on seasonal availability and personal preferences. Rotating and restocking, strategies for maintaining freshness and avoiding spoilage. best practices for ongoing preservation to keep the pantry fully stocked year-round. Part 5. Beyond the Basics. For readers ready to take their homesteading skills to the next level, Umbarger explores advanced preservation techniques, smoking meats and fish, making homemade vinegar, syrups, and condiments, homestead challenges, dealing with pests, weather fluctuations, and crop failures, finding creative solutions to unexpected obstacles, building community, the importance of sharing resources and knowledge with neighbors and fellow homesteaders, how bartering and co-op models can strengthen a homesteading network. Aesthetic and accessibility. Pantry on the Homestead is visually appealing, with vibrant photographs that showcase both the preservation process and the finished products. Charts, diagrams, and checklists make the content user-friendly, while personal anecdotes from Umbarger's life add warmth and relatability. Key takeaways. A well-stocked pantry is the foundation of a self-sufficient lifestyle, offering security, sustainability, and convenience. Mastering food preservation requires patience, practice, and attention to detail, but the rewards are immense. Homesteading is not just a lifestyle but a mindset that embraces resilience, creativity, and community. Who should read this book? Homesteaders and aspiring homesteaders. Whether living on a farm or in a suburban home, readers will find practical advice for creating a sustainable pantry. DIY enthusiasts, anyone passionate about cooking, preserving, or reducing food waste will appreciate the wealth of information. Preppers. Those interested in emergency preparedness can learn how to build and maintain a long-lasting food supply. Conclusion. Katherine Umbarger's Pantry on the Homestead is a treasure trove of knowledge for anyone interested in food preservation and sustainable living. With its clear instructions, diverse techniques, and inspiring philosophy, the book empowers readers to take control of their food supply and embrace a simpler, more fulfilling lifestyle. Whether you're a seasoned homesteader or a beginner looking to start your journey, this book is an invaluable resource that will transform the way you think about your pantry.